Hello, dear listeners. Today we have a guest, an experienced English teacher, Robert Eastland, who has taught English for over 16 years and now has started his own YouTube channel, Eastland English. If you are interested in his video, you can watch it for free on YouTube. Hello, dear guest. It is a pleasure to record this audio with you today.
Good morning, Christina. It's nice to meet you, and I'm happy to be here. It's my pleasure to help you all.
Thank you. Today's topic is about general IELTS, and I would like to ask our guest, do you think it is possible to prepare for the exam without the help of teacher or institutions?
Yes, Christina, I do believe it is possible. However, it takes a lot of dedication, a lot of time, and a certain type of person. You need to be motivated and have a lot of self-discipline. And even for motivated learners, it will still help to get a private tutor or go to a center, because it's much easier when you have a question about English to ask a teacher directly instead of having to try to find the answer on the internet. So even though I do think it is possible to learn and prepare for IELTS on your own, it will certainly take a lot more time and a lot more energy.
Thank you, Robert. The next question is about materials. Which materials can you recommend as a teacher?
Okay, in my opinion, the internet is a learner's best friend. There are thousands and thousands of materials and websites on the internet specifically dedicated to helping you learn English. Google and the internet are your best friends. If you have a specific question, it's far easier to type that question into Google search than it is to read a textbook. So I actually recommend using the internet instead of buying books. On the internet, there are many sites specifically dedicated to helping you with the IELTS test or other tests that are similar to that. And they even have test samples. And I highly recommend that you use these test samples or sample tests to improve your knowledge of the actual test. So my first suggestion is to know the test, understand the format, and understand the kinds of questions that you'll find on that test. And there are plenty of sites. If you just type IELTS General, you will get all of these sample tests within the results of your search. Click on any one of those, go to that site and read about the format and take a sample test for yourself. Then if you have specific questions, you can type the specific question into Google search and get the answer right away.
Thank you very much. It was very useful, I think, for all our listeners. And maybe you can tell us more about your channel. Why have you started it, and what is the major difference it has compared to other YouTube sources?
Okay, that's an excellent question. As an answer for the first part of your question, we began our YouTube channel as a project that was part of my wife's teaching duties. They asked my wife at our university to try to help our Thai students pass their exit exam. It turns out that Thai students love doing sample tests, and during that sample test, they want to hear a teacher explain how to arrive at the correct answers. So we made a 5-question sample grammar test and recorded the audio with a very poor quality microphone and using only a Word document and uploaded it to their YouTube channel. We discovered 10 months later that it had 5,000 views, which was astounding to us. We did not expect that at all. Due to the success of a relatively low quality video with low quality audio, we thought, let's buy a good microphone and make more of these sample test tutorials. So again, we began just simply to help our Thai students pass their English tests. Those videos were mostly Thai with some English examples. After a while, we thought, let's help the rest of the world. There are many countries and many different language speakers who also want to learn English, so we began to make all English tutorial videos. That's how we started. The difference between our channel and the other channels are that we provide sample test tutorials so that our watchers or our viewers can view a question and listen to explanations for how to answer. So they get extra knowledge and extra strategy for how to succeed on tests. The other key difference is that we provide two perspectives or 2 points of view. My wife is a Thai English teacher, so she is a non-native speaker of English and a teacher of English. She can provide the perspective of a non-native English-speaking teacher, while I can provide the perspective of a native-speaking English teacher. Other than that, we also focus on helping all test takers improve their test scores. So we do not focus on any one specific test. We do not focus only on IELTS or only on TOEFL or only on the Cambridge tests. Instead, we try to serve all test takers. So our test taking videos and our tutorials are more general in nature.
Thank you. That was amazing. And I think that's really cool that you decided to make such good channel. So maybe you have some recommendation about where to start preparation to any exam. So many students ask, where should I start from listening, speaking, reading, writing? And it's difficult to answer that question.
Yes, it is always difficult, and I'm going to recommend to follow your passion. What do you like to do? Begin by thinking, what are you good at and what do you like doing, and engage yourself in those skills and topics. And then bit by bit, begin to work on your weaknesses. Overall, you should, as Sun Tzu says in The Art of War, know your enemy. This analogy means that you have to know the test first. So go to the format of the IELTS general test and understand what is going to be required of you, then work on your skills bit by bit. After you know what you are strong at, use your time well. If you have a lot of energy on a specific day, use that energy to work on your weaknesses, the things that are difficult for you to do. If you don't have a lot of energy on a specific day, then I recommend you do the things that you like to do. Study the topics that you're interested in and work on the skills that you're good at. That way you can use your energy in the best way possible.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
This is the end of this episode. I hope that all listeners have heard a lot of useful information and are going to listen to this podcast again. Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye, Christine. It was a pleasure being with you.